Question 15 is all about histograms, and as usual we've got some values in a table and an incompleted histogram, and both of which need to be completed. The main problem with the histogram is we don't have a scale, but we are told that none of the students had a time for the race such that they were less than 10, so this is correct as the lower limit, but t can't be greater than 26. So because these are frequencies, these are the areas contained in each of the columns. So this is column 2, so this contains 10 people, this is 15. We don't know how many people are here, and we know that 7 people are in here, but we don't know the height. So we need a column that gives us a scale. But first of all, we've got to remember that frequency density is here, not frequency. So we need to add another column to this table and work out what the frequency density is. So to get the frequency density from the table, we have to divide the frequency by the class width. Class width here being 4, this is 10 over 4, which is 2.5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. And 7 divided by 5 is 1.4. So picking this row to give us a scale, here's our 15 column. This must be 5. So fairly easily, this is 4, 3, 2, 1. So we need to find out the frequency contained in the first of these columns here. And it's 2 multiplied by 1.5. 2 times 1.5 is a frequency of 3. And if we're filling in everything, this is 1.5. And the height of the last column will be as drawn here. So this fills in the last column, and this goes up to a height of 1.4. So between all this work, we've answered both parts A and B of the question. But we're not finished because we've got another histogram here. Happily, we've got a scale, and we're asked to work out an estimate for the median. So let's first of all, given that we do know a scale, write on the areas involved in all of these 5 columns. So this will be 4 of the participants. This will be 8. This will be 16. This will be 13. And this will be 2. So the median we need is the time which divides half of the students on one side and half on the other. So the question is, where will we find 21.5 students to the left-hand side of our median line and 21.5 students to the right of it? Well, it's going to happen in this area here, because we've got 12 up to this point and we've got 15 down from this point. So it will happen in here somewhere. So let's say it's going to happen here at x seconds. And because we've got 12 students accounted for already on the left-hand side of the line, so our crosshatch area must be equal to 21.5 minus 12, which is equal to 9.5 students. So 9.5 students ought to be in here. So the proportion of the slice of the area compared with the whole must be reflected in how far we are along this line up from 16. So therefore I can say that the proportion of the areas, which is 9.5 divided by 16, if I multiply that by the distance involved here, 20 from 16 is 4, I get an answer of 2.375. So it means that the red line is 2.375 seconds above 16. So the median is at 2.375 plus the lower limit of this column, which is 16. So the answer is 18.375. And that's the answer to question 15.